Welcome to SWB. Let us look into defense news around the world. According to a top US level intelligence official, China and Russia are finding it harder and harder to control the narrative international conflicts due to the widespread use of cameras nowadays. Rear Admiral Mike Studman stated on April 5 at the Navy League Sea Airspace Conference in National Harbor, Maryland, that photo and other documentation of encounters between Chinese and Russian forces and other nations have proven crucial to dispelling propaganda, establishing factual timeless and holding President Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin accountable. He cited recent instances such as Russian harassment of an American Air Force intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance drone that crashed into the Black Sea in March following an in-flight collision. The MQ-9 Reapers video, which was promptly made public, showed two Russian Su-27 planes flying erratically, dropping fuel and crashing, which was what brought the aircraft down. Now, the affected party or a monitoring party, in essence, may use that and say, this is what's really going on. Do you still stand by it, China? Do you still stand by it, Xi Jinping? The head of the Office of the Naval Intelligence, Studman, questioned, this is you, right? There's a saying, the best disinfectant in sunlight, that is relevant right now. Cameras have captured aircraft interceptions around the world as well as suspected war crimes committed by Russian troops in Ukraine. According to the Admiral's presentation at the conference, China performed more than 100 intercepts of American aircraft in international airspace between 2021 and 2023. Cameras captured a February attempt by a Chinese ship to blind a crew of Philippine Coast Guard. Fortunately, according to Studman, other countries are catching on to it, and what they are doing is they are really actually recording. Their most effective weapon is neither a gun nor a missile, he claimed. To be able to show the world what is truly happening, a camera or video camera is actually their best weapon system. GM Defense's produced infantry squad vehicle has received full production approval from the US Army, according to service and industry announcements made on April 5. The Army stated in its statement that this green light signals a significant acquisition, programmatic milestone in monitoring infantry brigade combat team, security force system brigades, and Army Rangers formations. For the life of the program, the Army intends to purchase 2,593 ISWs in total. According to the corporation, GM Defense has already provided the Army with more than 300 vehicles, many of which have been deployed with the 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions of the Army. Following the development testing of three vendor bids, GM Defense was awarded the contract in June 2020 to construct the ISV, which was created to be simple and deploy the operational environments at the end of the company's fiscal year. In 2024, 649 vehicles will be provided with the $214 million received. 90% of the components of 5,000-pound ISV, which is based on the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2 vehicle, are off-the-shelf products. It may be sling-loaded onto the CH-47 Chinook from a UH-60 Black Hawk utility helicopter. The Army finished testing this year to address problems found in earlier assessments. The top weapon tester for the military criticized the ISV in his yearly report for 2022, criticizing the troop carrier's vulnerability and rough ride. The ISV did not meet the requirement to be able to travel 1,200 mean miles between operational mission failure, which was also noted by the weapon tester most recent report. The service told Defense News at the time that it was working to fix this and other problems that surfaced in initial operational testing. Further issues were identified and in annual Further issues were identified in the annual weapon testing reports for 2020 and 2021, including steering issues, bent sys frames, engine fractures, and overheating. In order to assess its remedies for the flaws found, the Army stated fresh reliability compliance testing last summer. These tests were finished in January. Driving the ISV 5,000 miles at various speeds and across different terrains was a part of that testing to make sure it met the need for operational mission failure time in between. Preparation for its initial development in 2025, the Marine Corps CH-53K heavy lift helicopter program is seeking new clients to help Secure Sky expand its expanding production line. According to Cole Kate Fligo, program manager for the H-53 helicopters at Naval Air System Command Marine Heavy Helicopter, Squadron 461 has been sending out small detachments for training exercises since becoming the service first deployable CH-53K King installation scoring in January 2022. She spoke to the media during the program briefing on April 3 at this location's annual Sea Air Space Conference for the Navy League. In reality, as a part of Marine Air Ground Task Force training that goes on there in late March, a detachment performed lift flight at the Marine Corps Weapons and Tactics Instructor course in Yuma, Arizona. In addition to continuing efforts to integrate the new CH-53K into the entire air and ground force, Flieger said that this gave the pilots, air crew, and maintainers to chance to train from a sort of forward deployed location away from their home station at Marine Corps Air Station, New River, North Carolina. The squadron will carry out more exercises like this to hone its skill in operating and maintaining the platform and showcasing it to other naval aviation communities and ground forces before a planned 2025 first deployment on an East Coast amphibious ready group. More information about which ship and when has not decided, she said. Prior to this year, the CH-53K program planned to deploy its first aircraft in fiscal 2024. Defense News was informed by spokeswoman Megan Wassell that the Marine Corps was instructed the program office to switch to 2025 deployment timeline. Flieger stated that the program office is also stepping up and supply system in advance of the deployment as well as a material support date of 2024 when the program officer's responsibility for caring for the helicopters will transfer to larger naval supply system.